If you love what we do, then please consider supporting Kritfayle on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
Who said it was friendly?
Terry did. Terry said, "This is my friend."
Oh, yeah, pretty scary friend.
I thought she was fine.
That's just part of the job. She does that for giggles on the customer's part. Nobody takes her seriously unless she does that bit.
She's all floaty and wily and gaunt looking.
She only did that at the beginning, Cipher. She wasn't doing that the whole time.
And to be fair, she is a banshee that's kind of stereotypical. And fits in with the whole nobody will take her seriously unless she does that. Terry is just like venomously defending his friend right now. That wasn't my tone of voice beating up on Adam.
Oh, I just assumed it was aimed at Cipher.
Good.
Come on, go now.
You really don't like it here.
I'm amused that you're saying, "Can we go now?" as we're walking out the front door. Thank you again, Mala. Stay safe.
She waves.
Is Cipher still hiding her face?
Yes. And she's holding on to your right hand with grim death.
Karen's just gonna reach out to pat her on the head, placating her.
You're about to lose hair.
You're about to lose hair because he's still got those rings on. Except he's gonna be extra careful with them, and he only kind of touches you with the tips of his fingers. So
because we've learned how this goes.
It's not demeaning. Isn't the right word, is it?
Patronizing. Condescending.
Patronizing. Yep, both of those words work.
Well, Cipher, we are outside, so nothing will get you. I promise.
We're almost out of the green misty graveyard and everything. Look, the gate.
I couldn't get out there soon enough as Cipher lets go of your hand and she races across to the opposite side of the street.
Terrence just kind of raises an eyebrow. He's like, "Oh, that wasn't that scary, was she?"
No, she wasn't.
Didn't think so.
Well, my hand may be broken, but other than that, wasn't such a scary place.
I hadn't thought of that.
Of what?
Rolling a strength against your hand.
To see how hard you were actually squeezing my hand. Last episode, my hair gets ripped out. This episode, my bones get crushed.
By Cipher?
Yeah, she's secretly very strong. I mean, I have no strength at all, so it wouldn't take much.
To break you. Whoops. So do we have to go to the house first, and then head over, or?
We were supposed to go back and meet him at the house before we went to the other place.
The guarding / trade-off job isn't until midnight.
He said meet him at 11, I think. At his house.
I don't know. I have a weird feeling that we should go check it out.
Which bit? The gardens? Or go back to his house?
His house. Mala said they would know that we were looking.
Oh. Good.
So we should go make sure that doesn't cause any issues.
Okay, let's go back.
Alright. Terrence wants to go back to the house with the protection from evil runes on it.
I mean, you're the one getting weird voices in your head, so if you have a feeling about it, we should probably go.
Is that magical voices in your head, or you need genuine help?
Oh, honey. Both. But you and I both know that even though I'm a little bit more well off than you, I can't afford therapy. Are you crazy? He
Who
pulls
could
out his
possibly
phone
afford
and-
therapy?
And wait. He pulls out his phone, kind of pauses, looks at it, and then looks up at the street. Is George still there?
Yeah, you told him to wait.
Ah, yes.
Wait?
Maybe he kind of, like, smacks himself on the forehead a little bit, puts his phone away, and goes up to the taxi and gets in. Hey,
He's
George.
reading a newspaper.
Hello.
Anything good in the funny?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh. When you're done, can I have it?
He folds it up and, like, holds it over his shoulder.
Oh man, I don't want to take it from you before you've gone through it.
Ah, it's just killing time.
Thanks, man.
Well, we're back, and Cipher hated it.
I didn't hate it.
Afraid of Mala. Mala is very sweet. She gave me coffee. She had an entire cauldron of coffee, God knows for what, but
You didn't
so
hate
good.
it. What are you talking about? You didn't hate it.
She's just freakishly scary.
Oh, so you loved it. It was just terrifying.
No.
she literally ran out of the graveyard.
She hit her
Yappy's
face
talking.
the entire time. Who's Yappy, Cipher?
I'm getting text messages off my phone. Hang on. She puts her phone back in her pocket. She was generally scary.
No.
She did this scary bit for the first maybe 15 seconds, and then she dropped it as soon as she saw me. And then she gave me a lecture, and then she gave us coffee, which you didn't drink.
So was it the floaty bit that was scary or the lecture?
Maybe both.
Ah.
It's like a horror movie. You don't just like, oh, I got scared. Okay, I'm fine now.
I mean, you don't?
I wonder if Mala is still doing the roller coaster, or the ghost roller coaster gig for small children. We might be able to hook Cipher up.
Oh. I would pay to see that. If I had any money. I don't.
I'll ask her about it. She says that parents used to be a lot more easygoing back in the day, so I don't know if she's still able to do it legally, but I'll ask.
Okay.
Hey, I don't need parents' permission.
No.
It's not a parent's permission thing. It's her needing special permissions to do it on, like, outside yard in the graveyard in front of pedestrians kind of permissions.
And why would you have a ghost train in a graveyard as a...
Where
Well,
better?
Where are you gonna put it? In the garden?
Oh my goodness. You're like riding a train all over dead people.
For somebody born on Halloween, you certainly don't like ghosts.
And you know that the train
shakes her
is-
head.
Made out of dead people? Like ghosts?
Oh my god. That's just like 10 times worse.
Well, don't worry. Halloween's not for a while yet.
Well, in fairness, they don't have much to do, and when they get some attention, they really are the Grateful Dead.
Not bad.
They're great for being dead. What?
Terrence kind of smacks himself in the forehead again. He's like, "Sorry, George. Forgot to tell you where we're going.
That would help, yeah.
We're going back to that house we went to last night, the one with the symbols on the outside."
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully nothing bad's happened. I mean, I'm not sure what we're gonna do once we get there, unless something bad has happened, but
Yeah, if nothing bad's happened, we're just very early for a job. So what are we gonna do if nothing is wrong? And we're just like, oh, sorry, we're 8 hours early. Or whatever.
Better to be punctual than not. Well, I guess that's not really punctual, is it?
No, it's not. I guess we could try. We were so worried about being late, we got here 8 hours early. I'm still tired and I can't math.
Well, I think by the time we get there, it's probably going to be closer to 4, so we're going to be 7 hours early.
Okay. Not much better, if you think about it, though.
We could always get George to take us back to Cornerstones. We could have a few drinks, have a few laughs. I could get my washing and chuck it in with yours.
With whose?
Yours.
No. I'm not taking your laundry to my house.
Okay.
I'll do it at yours.
Yeah, about that.
But, yeah,
Wow.
Cipher,
Cracktown. Sounds like a really
I
classy
can do
place.
laundry for you in your building, but I'm not doing it at mine.
Well, I've just got to find out if I've got a laundromat downstairs.
Okay.
I've just been going to the one down the road. What's that, Terrence?
Start a cleaning service on our off weeks.
Yeah.
Crime scene cleanup.
No. What?
Well,
Well-
that's a high-paying job.
Yeah. You mean after someone's done a hit, you come in and clean it so they don't get caught?
Yeah, I don't want to dispose of bodies, but I am pretty good at getting bloodstains out of clothing at this point.
Huh. Maybe you could, like, advertise in Cornerstones, yeah. Clean people's clothes for them.
Well, if we're going down that hill, I could probably advertise to fix up computers for people.
I suppose I could always become a house cleaner if we don't get any jobs.
Well, just in the off weeks, so that we're not completely out on our asses every time we don't get a job for 6 weeks in a row.
Oh.
Blame God for making us wait for so long.
Are you religious, Cipher? Wouldn't have pegged you as a God-fearing type?
God's just as real as magic, I guess.
Can I blame the gods of chaos?
Sure. Might as well.
Cipher, this is your fault.
Is Cipher a god of chaos?
Why is that a question?
Oh,
he is.
chaos is not in question.
Am I a god now?
That's the question.
Only of chaos. Like, you can create
Chaos.
situations of such extreme insanity. Like, seriously, I have never been on a job before where playing with the elevators was a factor and we managed to get away with it while only leaving a shit ton of confused people behind us.
Hey, that elevator had a lot of buttons.
Yes, it did. I remember.
You weren't there.
And,
Oh,
and the
never
one on
mind.
our-
I'm thinking
and
of a different elevator.
And the one on our first job, not so many buttons. But you weren't on the run that I was on. So
I
that
was
wasn't
thinking
my
of an
fault.
apartment building with a lot of buttons in an elevator.
Yeah, maybe you're just the elevator chaos god. I don't know.
A very specific deity.
I'll accept that title.
Alright, Cipher, the elevator chaos god. Duly appointed.
Are we there yet?
You're seeing. George says.
Says George. What does that mean?
Terrence leans over. I think he means the car's stopped and has been stopped for a while now.
I just didn't want to interrupt your vital conversation about laundry.
Laundry was a while ago. It was elevator chaos gods.
I've now been classed as a god.
I don't blame you for tuning out, George.
Oh, chickens. Okay.
Oh,
That reminds me.
Bye. Terrence gets out. He's gone. He wants nothing to do with chickens. He's done with the chickens conversation. He's out of the car.
Cipher turns to Wren. I have the power.
The power of what?
Chicken.
What? The power of chicken? Please explain.
She's got a big grin on her face.
What do you mean the power of
He's just
chicken?
sort of fallen over on the walk up to the house. And he's like, that's why she freaked out so bad when she saw Mala. She's the power of chicken.
What do you mean?
I think Terry's having a bit of a fit. We better go check on him.
Well, okay, we will, but what is the power of chickens?
I'm actually surprised he heard me from so far away.
He's got good hearing.
He didn't,
Cipher gets out of
close
the car.
the door.
The
Wren
taxi.
He just kind of
follows.
escaped.
Okay, you can't just say that and then not explain what you mean.
Terrence gets up and he's like, no. What's the power of chicken?
You can't just say that and then not explain.
You
Cipher.
have to know.
Player regret.
I am a goddess now. I do not have to explain my actions. I regret even saying that now.
Terrence shakes his head a bit. He kind of dusts himself off and wipes tears from his eyes. He's like, alright, tell us later. That everything is the way it's supposed to be. And he walks up to the door.
And there's no response. There's a
And
knock,
he knocks. Or is there a door?
but no one comes to the door.
No one's home?
Terrence is going to try and sense, So Terrence has got, like, both of his hands on the door and his ear to it like he's listening. And he's got his face scrunched up.
So what were you trying to learn specifically?
He's trying to sense if there's any magic on the door that would be bad if they opened it without being invited.
Didn't we specifically promise this guy last night that we wouldn't break into his house?
Terrence backs up from the door and crosses his arms. He's like, it's warded. Terrence goes over to a window and looks inside, if he can.
It is dark. Yep. Not like pitch black, like a darkness spell. It's just dark.
How strong are wards?
It depends on the power of the caster.
So they're not based on thresholds?
Cipher's ran across the road to the other side of the street.
Across from this house?
Mm-hmm.
Terrence turns around to talk to you guys, notices this, and kind of like gently elbows Wren.
Oh.
Power of chicken.
Power of chicken. I want to know what that means.
It means she's a big fat chicken. Look at her go.
What is she doing over there?
What does it look like from our point of view that Cipher's doing?
Yes. On the other side of the street.
She sees you looking at her and sticks her tongue out.
Okay. Alright, well. She seems fine over there anyway.
Terrence wants to try something fairly complicated. So it's going to be extra difficult.
Ah.
He wants to try and conjure a spy bug illusion. And what he wants it to be essentially is this little spider that can crawl under the door, take a look around the inside, come back, and then kind of project in a vague hologram what's going on inside. Alright, Terrence looks back at her and he's like, Wren, you might want to go join her. I'm gonna try something that might not be entirely safe.
Okay. You don't need me to try and break into anything?
It's warded. It will hurt you if you try and go through with just your plain self.
Okay. Well, good luck then. Wren's gonna go stand with Cipher. Nothing appears to have exploded.
No, but Terrence is working this magic, and it's kind of like sparking blue and white sparks out of his hands as he works close to the porch in front of the door. And then there's a small popping sound, and he's lit a small fire the size of a baseball. Which doesn't appear to be what he wanted to do, because he kind of like shoots back a little bit and curses a bunch and starts stomping on it with his foot.
Seems like it's going well over there, huh?
Is there a welcome rug?
Yes, there is.
With a key under it.
Karen's going to drag the welcome rug under the rather large scorch mark that is now in the porch. Did he uncover a key by any
Nope,
chance?
Topol is way too paranoid for that.
Oh.
Got it.
Gotta check for fake rocks then.
Hmm.
He's not that paranoid. He gave us his address.
Or did he?
I suppose it's possible it's not. It hardly had any furniture.
Terrence frowns a bunch, gets up, and then walks around the house towards the back. And out of sight of the girls.
He's gone. Well,
Cipher looks at Wren. Huh? She takes out her
Terry.
phone.
Terry's gone.
Oh yeah. Where'd he go?
Behind the house.
Why?
I don't know, he lit something on fire. And then he stomped it out. And then he walked around the house.
So he's trying not to burn the house down. Do we need to go look?
I don't know. He said stay over here, but I don't know if he's doing magic anymore.
Okay. Where'd you get the SimSense player from? It's pretty cool.
I got it from somebody's apartment.
In case it's the end of the world, do you think we should go and check on tenants?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go see.
Alright, she plugs her headphone back in. As she follows Wren.
And I guess we'll walk around the house as well.
Well, walk is a relatively loose term.
Okay, fine. Well, Cipher's dancing or something.
Skipping.
Wren is walking. Half of us are walking.
And depending on how fast Wren is walking, Cipher might be skipping around her.
Well, I'm walking. Cipher's skipping in circles around me, apparently. And we are also going around the back of the house to see what's going on.
Okay, well, you just catch Terrence walking into a shed.
Huh.
Cipher stops and looks at Wren.
Yeah. Okay, well. Wren's gonna, I guess, open the door to the shed.
Did Terrence
And
actually
go
close
in?
the door?
Oh, I don't know.
It might have swung shut a little bit after he went in there.
And going in.
You see Terrence standing there with his hands on his hips and he's like staring at the dirt intently. And he looks up and he's like, can't find a secret tunnel.
No? Should there be one?
I thought this guy was a pretty cool practitioner. Apparently not, though. All the super cool practitioners have secrets.
Do you have a secret tunnel?
I'm not there yet. And I live in an apartment. There's an old couple who lives underneath me. I don't think they'd appreciate it. I mean, even Cipher has a hidey hole behind a bookcase. That stuff's just cool. Come on.
I'm still looking into one of those.
Cipher's grinning.
I don't have any voices in my head, though, so I'm wondering if the case is just gone.
Well, maybe he doesn't actually live here. And maybe he's not gonna be here till we're supposed to be here. There wasn't much in that house. Yeah, sorry if I can't do any magic, so if you need to do magic to break in, I can't help out at all.
Cipher takes her earbuds out. So, why are you two doing? Looking at the dirt?
Terry thinks there should be a tunnel there. And there isn't.
For what in God's reasons would there be a tunnel in here for?
For
And for the starters,
exiting a house?
why is there why is it a dirt floor?
Why not?
What kind of structure are we in?
A
It's
shed.
like a backyard, like garden shed, or
Yes.
are we sitting in the shed to wait?
I don't think so.
Terrence has gone outside and he's staring at the house again. I want to get inside to check out what's going on. I don't think I can track the guy who cast the wards on the entrances.
We can't get in here. Yeah?
Oh, well, we're supposed to be here in like 4 hours anyway. Do you just want to order pizza and eat on the porch while we wait? That way we're a little bit less suspicious to the guy who we're supposed to be working for.
Alright.
At least not so much as we don't look like we're trying to hide anything.
At least we're not on his roof.
Barry, there's teenagers eating pizza on the neighbor's front porch.
I'm not a teenager. I'm almost 40.
I'm not a teenager. Not teenager.
I'm not a teenager either.
Yeah. Sure you're not.
Terrence pulls out his phone and starts dialing a pizza place.
Are you calling Dial a Pizza?
What do you guys want on yours?
What?
Hey, can I get I need an extra large with half pepperoni and chicken and the other half green pepper and Wren?
Anything's fine.
He raises an eyebrow and says, pineapple.
Okay, not that. Anything but pineapple. Anything but pineapple or anchovies.
Sorry, scratch that, not pineapple. And pickled artichokes.
Beer?
What? You can't.
The place doesn't.
You can't get beer delivered.
I mean, you might have pizza places like that in the States. That would be interesting and strange. But I don't know about them. So, yeah, just a liter of
Sai
Coke.
pulls out her laptop.
I'm gonna try and get beer delivered.
And some paper plates and napkins, please. And paper cups if you got them, actually.
And they confirmed the order.
Yeah.
Ask him if they sell the beer.
Ah.
Look, I got 10 places right here, right now. Big Barrios Pizza, Breezy Town Pizza, Jet City Pizza.
And they say, I can hear a teenager in the background asking for beer.
Yep, and beer pizza.
We won't be delivering to you.
Best pizza and beer delivery services in Seattle.
Isn't it a bit early for beer? I don't know anything about this.
Romeo's Pizza Pub. What more could you ask?
I
am now going to Romeo's Pizza Pub. That's on my to-do list.
Okay. Serious question from Becca. Do pizza places that deliver beer actually exist?
I just Googled it, and it said best pizza and beer delivery in Seattle.
And we have some viewers in Seattle, so hello.
If you want, you can get pizza and beer, unlike us.
Hello from the ignorant Canadians and the the curious alcoholic Australian.
Well, I mean, you can buy alcohol at like convenience stores in the States. So.
I mean, I can't tell you how excited I would be if pizza places spontaneously started delivering beer here, especially now. I mean, I also like. Ooh, you sent a link.
You want to prove?
To Yelp. We can read the reviews.
On Yelp.
Oh dear.
4 out of 5 stars. 50
Wow.
reviews. Delivery and ticket. Like glorified
delivery
soda pop.
fee's not bad either. Yo, Romeo's, would you like to send us some pizza?
To Canada.
All the way to Canada. It might be a little bit cold,
Just a
but we'll
little
be happy to
bit.
get it.
Yeah.
If they can manage one on their way to Australia, that would be good too.
It's Austria.
See,
Nobody knows.
see,
okay.
This came from me.
So wait, half
Again.
the pizza is
Okay.
chicken and pepperoni, and that's for Cipher?
Yep.
Cipher, I don't know if it's a good idea to drink before we go and do our job.
No, but the rest of us do receive this very strange pizza with like half green pepper and artichokes and half pepperoni and chicken.
Yeah.
Terrence will pick some of the green peppers off the one side and put it with the chicken and the pepperoni because he doesn't like artichokes. But other than that,
Wren will pick off the green peppers and leave them and just eat the pizza with artichokes.
oh, so Terrence is stealing off your green pepper
All right.
discards because he does like green peppers.
So what's on? Cypher's looking at the pizza.
You've
What's-
got chicken and pepperoni.
Just chicken and pepperoni.
Unless you want this with artichokes that I don't think Terry thought I'd like.
What the heck?
There's one side with meats and one side with vegetables. And you can mix them if you want. I've been stealing Wren's green peppers because apparently she doesn't like green peppers.
No, I don't.
They're good. They're full of vitamin
They're
C.
fine raw. It's once you cook them.
It's pizza. They're still mostly raw. They're
No.
crunchy. See, when he bites it, and it's like not crunchy
Yeah,
at
they're
all.
cooked. They're no good anymore.
Never mind. Picks up the
Terrence
slice.
like pointedly stares at Wren and then like gestures at Cipher like she's finally said something that makes sense.
What
Pineapple.
is a fruit?
So is tomato.
Technically.
Wait.
Terrence chuckles and starts eating his pizza again. Terrence looks at his watch. Probably closer to... with waiting time, it's probably closer to 7:30, 8 o'clock now.
So we've still got 3 hours.
Yep. Plenty of time to explain what the power of chickens is.
Yes.
Terrence very noisily sips at his...
Definitely plenty of time. As the Cipher stands up, finishes off her last slice, and
And leaves.
and leaves. She walks out
Okay.
and she starts skipping down the road.
Okay, bye, Cipher.
I'll be back. Puts her head.
If she
Does this mean we can keep your portion of the
She
pay?
comes back with a chicken.
I still don't have any crazy whispers from the tentacle brooch.
Well, that's good. Probably.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if
The fact that it's talking to me in the first place doesn't necessarily bode well.
he's not actually here yet, then the box is probably with him. Maybe you have to be close to it, ish.
Maybe. But if I'm not, that means it's not here.
Yeah.
Which would negate breaking into the house, I guess.
Which is good.
Yeah, Terry food free
Cause
pizza. I've already deducted it from my pay. Terrence ate a lot of pizza. He's just kind of napping, leaning against the side of the house.
Wren's just checking her phone every once in a while. Mostly just sitting. Texting a bit.
Does Cipher have Wren's phone number?
Did Cipher ask for it last time?
Did she
Terry
ask
did.
for it?
I don't know.
Terrence has Wren's phone number. That is the extent of my knowledge.
If she asked for it, then she has it. I wasn't like denying anyone my phone number, I just wasn't offering it.
I think she would.
And she has it.
Cool. Around 9:30, Cipher returns. He's got a. She could see her down the street. She's skipping along, and she's got a brown. She's in her left hand. She's got a brown paper bag. She looks like a bottle.
Liquor by any chance?
She really went and found alcohol.
And she gets up to the house. She's got a big grin on her face. She looks mildly intoxicated. She's not swaying. She looks giddily happy.
Terrence is falling, like, he's kind of snoring lightly. He's leaning against the side of the house, and he's got his phone on his lap.
Wren's gonna kind of nudge Terry.
And he kind of flails a bit, and he throws his phone into the grass.
Sorry.
He's like, oh.
Terrence, you do- what are you doing? Throw away your...
Cypher's back.
Oh, hey, girly.
Cypher's been drinking.
I can see
Something
that.
even into you.
Oh, it's evening now, is it? It was morning a minute ago.
Yeah, I just realised my mistake.
Ah.
Terrence gets up.
Have they come back yet?
Goes to sleep.
No. Where'd you go?
We passed a liquor store on the way here. Did you by any chance go there?
I just went for a skip and came across a pub called Cheers and Beers. She hands the bottle to Terrence.
Terrence does. And he'll pass it back after he's taken his swig.
Oh, what's it taste like?
Whiskey.
What's that taste like?
Burning.
Burning.
I don't know how to describe it. You wouldn't necessarily like it right off the top if this is your first time trying it, and especially not if you're all hyped up and tense.
Does being tense mean that burning tastes worse?
It means you'll be paying more attention to little details like burning.
Sounds odd. I'll try it.
Really? Yes, I've got like a genuine look of mix of horror and surprise and shock and almost crying at the same time.
Crying? Why crying? I mean, I won't if it's that big a deal.
I mean, we little girls growing up. She hands Wren the bottle.
Wren will very tentatively take a sip. And I'm trying to remember what it would taste like the first time you drank whiskey.
It's probably really harsh.
Yeah, probably makes a face and looks rather displeased. Yeah, burning is a thing.
It gets better the longer you keep at it, but you might not want to do that right.
And you like drinking this why, Cipher?
We got the job, don't we?
What?
So now I'm prepared. She takes
Alright,
the bottle
well.
back, puts the cap back on, and she puts the bottle back in her. Well, she puts the bottle in her backpack.
So anyway, yeah, so around 10:45, this big, it's like an old sort of Chevy Impala kind of car. It's like long nose, 15 feet long, and Topol gets out, and he's got a backpack which he throws over his shoulder. He looks at you all sitting on the porch, empty pizza boxes.
Terrence is like at the railing for the porch and he's staring at the car. He needs to know right now what year the car is from and what color it is.
It is.
Because if you've put the supernatural Impala in front of me, I'm going to be so happy. I think you did. You did. You did. It's beautiful!
Says Terry.
Yeah, that was Terry. He's so excited about this
What the
car.
heck, Terry? It's just a car.
It is.
It's not just a car, it's a collector's item. It's an antique.
It's a car. Antique car. We can agree on that?
Can I see the trunk?
Why the trunk?
He goes
Is
round
that
to the back and he unlocks the trunk.
And he's like, he's very serious. He's got his hands in front of him, and like that, he's got his fingers steepled under his chin, and he looks over at the guy. And he's like, "Do you have a trapdoor for weapons? Because that would be so cool."
He looks at you and he lifts up the lining, and there's no weapons, but there is like wands and little sleeves.
Terrence looks like he's about to cry. He's so happy. He's like, "This is hands down the coolest car I have ever had the pleasure of seeing in real life. Thank you."
Nice car, I guess. Yep. Great vehicle.
I definitely like you more, he points to Terry.
You'll have to tell me about the engine. They just don't make the parts for it anymore. How do you keep it up?
There's a few people out there that sort of specialise in these old cars.
Oh man, that is so good. And he starts walking back towards the house with this guy.
Cipher, what are they talking about?
I'm unreasonably happy about this.
Drive. I don't need to know about cars.
And he goes and unlocks the front door, and he says some arcane words, and then opens the door and goes in.
What should we do with this box and stuff?
He puts the bag on the table and opens it up and takes out the box and places it on the table. Throws the backpack into the corner.
Alright, Cipher's walking inside.
Just looking concerned about what to do with an empty pizza box and other various things.
Terrence is still babbling about the Impala. This guy just keeps getting cooler in his books, seriously. in the mild jealousy kind of way.
I guess Wren will give up and just go follow Cipher inside. She's like, I don't know where a garbage bin. I don't like this.
Well, good to see that you're punctual.
Very. You have no idea.
7 hours punctual?
Sounds about right.
You waited outside for 7 hours?
Yes.
We had the day off otherwise. We ordered pizza, hence the trash. Terrence is going to sit amiably at the table and ignore Cipher entirely.
Cipher's looking for a TV.
Or, Cipher, you have a laptop. What are you looking for a TV for?
Failing to find a TV. Cipher sits down on the... Okay, so she sits on that, opens up her laptop.
We are such professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Terrence is going to stay the course of what he's currently already done, but he is sitting very straight now and trying to keep... his eyes aren't really focused on anything, more is to keep everything in his peripheral in as much focus as possible, so he's kind of like staring blankly in front of him. And you're not sure what happened, unless you noticed it as well.
Nope, Wren didn't notice anything, so she's gonna, I guess, kind of look quizzically at Terry for a minute, and then assuming he's maybe hearing weird magical voices, try and continue with that line of questioning. Yeah, are there any CCTV Cipher here could take a look at?
There might be some on the outside that your hacker might be able to access.
Alright. Cipher, you hear that? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, how can you fall asleep right after sitting down?
You're assuming that's not Adam.
Cipher's got her head back. Her laptop's open, and she's slightly snoring.
Appearances to the contrary, she's very good at what she does. Is there anything specific we should know?
In what regards? I'm not expecting trouble from the buyers. They've always been, well, not honourable, but they're willing to pay for what they want.
Well, that's good to know.
We've been reasonably quiet about having the item. It's not been exactly public knowledge, so hopefully not that many people know about it.
Alright.
It should be a reasonably straightforward hand off, get paid.
Well, that sounds excellent.
Cipher's eyes open. She sort of sniffs. Are we there yet? What's going on?
Are we where, Cipher?
Cipher's looking at Terrence. You okay there, Teddy?
You see that Terrence has somehow gotten the case in front of him. He has popped the latch and is in the process of opening it.
Cipher looks at Wren. Is that normal?
I don't think so. We're not supposed to, yeah?
Terrence, what the heck are you doing?
Terry?
Terrence is kind of focused. He's opened the box and he's looking in it now.
And it is the same that you saw at Marlis.
Wren's just looking back and forth between Terry and Cipher like, what is happening?
Cipher's like sitting there looking at Wren going, oh.
Do you think it's like the, I don't know.
He's weirding out on us.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, alright. So what does Terrence... Like, Terrence just sees the thing inside the box?
Yep, it looks the same as when you were at Marla's.
Has the dude, noticed that I've, like...
Yeah, he said, have you satisfied your curiosity?
No, he says, and he looks up at the guy, and he picks up the thing. And he holds it up, and he's like, this thing has been talking to me, man. My head. That's a lot more than just simple curiosity.
Oh, it is doing the thing again, okay.
No, this time it just crawled towards me all on its own.
What?
Yeah, the case was over there. I didn't do anything to get it towards me. It just came at me. Oh, good. Now there's... Oh, that feels weird.
What's happening?
And that's the thing that's been talking to you? Terrence?
Terrence's eyes are getting, like, very unfocused. And his mouth is hanging open a little bit, and his jaw is working like he's trying to talk, but it's not happening.
Cipher, should we do something?
Yeah, he's starting to freak me out.
I don't know what. I don't know anything about magic.
Your resilience. We have resilience, right?
Yes.
2 peas, 1 red.
I don't know, should we, like, grab it from his hands?
Hell yeah!
But no success.
But a triumph counts as a
No,
success.
triumph counts as a success.
Probably just when you needed it.
Should we grab it from him? I mean, if it's not talking in our brains, it probably doesn't matter if one of us holds it, right?
Well, I'm drunk enough.
Is that a requirement?
Well, if it's got influence over... Oh, well, actually, it's probably not the likely choice then.
So Topple steps forward and slaps Terry's hand really hard, and the idol falls out of it. He takes a towel and wraps it, picks it up. He doesn't touch it himself, and he replaces it in the case.
That was weird. Terrence has got, like, a light sheen of cold sweat on him.
Yeah, that was really weird.
And you sort of having to struggle against the light a bit.
Is there a particular reason your idol is trying to take my brain over?
I have no idea.
Terrence is going to, like, investigate his own brain a little bit, his mind, and see if there are any remnants of any clue of what the hell the thing was doing in there.
You sort of know from the triumph.
Do I? Oh, excellent. Thank you. Oh, it was trying to suck me into a different dimension.
That's bad.
Are these interdimensional octopuses? Is that what this idol represents? I accidentally summoned one of them once, and it was suffocating here. I had to kill it to put it out of its misery, because I didn't know how to put it back. They
Possibly.
spit acid. It's not
I'm not
good.
a summoner.
Well, apparently, I'm not a particularly good summoner, but that's beside the point. What is this thing?
Not entirely sure. It's old, it's magical. That's enough for the buyer. Several thousand years old. Originally, possibly a charm or an amulet designed to be a ward of protection, maybe for sailors. I originally thought it might be connected to the cult of the dragon. Cult of the dragon, because that's the other thing I'm working on. Cult of the Kraken.
You're working on something called the Cult of the Dragon?
Yes.
No, Terrence is talking to the dude.
He's like, yeah, I just work on all these different cult-related things. Don't worry about it. Called the Kraken.
I GM'd this D&D game, and I've got the Cult of the Dragon in there.
Yep.
The crossover between, my real work and the D&D, it's just causes no short amount of confusion.
I understand. Don't worry. I just like poking fun because it's fun.
Have you ever heard of Genesys?
Yeah, somewhat okay band from the 80s.
Oh, if it's a band, Cipher won't know it.
She was just listening to a bunch of old music.
She didn't know who any of it was by.
No
fair.
heckin' idea.
I had no intention of using this amulet for any purpose other than making money.
Oh, well...
Looks like it's got its own purpose, which is...
Terrence is, like, rubbing at his wrist, and he pulls out the last of his MacGyvered medical tape, and he kind of wraps it up, the last of it.
Sorry about your wrist.
Oh, no, man. The thing was in my head before I ever touched it, so I'm just a little bit concerned.
Interesting. Hasn't spoken to anyone else that I'm aware of.
And didn't it do it from a ways away, too? We were...
Oh yeah, we were a few
Yeah.
miles away before it started talking to me. It said my name in Roman. It said the Roman equivalent of my name.
It is very old. Why are you?
I don't know. I did try to summon stuff before. I can't remember what my original story was for this. It was a one-off comment about silly failed magic spells. Shoot.
Chalk wall is my friend.
Haha.
What was I trying to summon? Or what was Terry trying to summon?
I can't remember. This all came from the squid. I can't remember what you were trying
I
to
don't
say.
remember either.
He was, right. I think, I could be wrong. I think he was working on his teleportation spell when he accidentally summoned the squid. I was working on temporal teleportation, and I accidentally opened a void, and then this fish came through, and, well, squid, but fish. Squid or fish, right? I don't know, having my soul sucked into another dimension doesn't sound fun, so, he tests his wrist. Is his wrist broken, or is it
No, he didn't, like... He hit it, but he did, like, to try to make you drop it, but he didn't, like, hit it with a cane or something, like, you know, with force to...
Yeah. He's like, this is nothing compared to having my soul sucked into another dimension. So, thank you. And, sorry for causing that trouble in the first place. I just wanted to know.
Okay. Well, once it's in the buyer's hands, I don't think you'll have trouble with it.
Cipher's looking at her laptop. Squid are cephalopods.
I thought so. I don't think that helps Terry, though.
They have large eyes, 8 arms, and 2 tentacles.
8 arms and 2 tentacles?
There's a question. Is it a squid or an octopus?
It is a croc.
Oh, shit. So it's got like 50 tentacles. Good.
But even if the buyer has it, I mean, it was still talking to Terry from a distance away. So, that's not necessarily going to make it stop.
Kraken's still a squid.
They have a very elaborate vault. It wouldn't be getting out, and they have a lot of wards, both mundane and magical in nature.
Well, the wards in your fancy box didn't stop it from talking to me.
Well, that's because I'm not quite of their caliber, and I don't have their money.
Fair enough. I can't even make a door close. I tried to shelf up my books and it didn't happen. They didn't burst into flames though, so I'm getting there.
If it makes you feel better, you can do a lot more magic than I can.
And Cipher points to her laptop.
Yes? Cipher?
Nothing.
What?
What happened?
You casted magic on my laptop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I suppose you fixed that, though.
Cypher's being like, yes, you can do magic, you fixed my laptop.
Well, I mean, I can't do traditional magic well. I try, it just doesn't happen well. Like, I'm supposed to be able to move stuff around and, like, general crap. I exploded an entire wing of my old workplace.
Well,
Completely by accident. I wasn't doing it on purpose.
didn't think you were. Wouldn't sound like you.
Well, that's my point, is my spells usually explode or accidentally summon creatures from other dimensions that land me in trouble later in life.
Well, Still impressive.
Ugh.
I can't summon any kinds of evil interdimensional cephalopods, squids, or octopi, or krakens.
So wait, those icicles earlier, were they water or tiny squid?
No, they weren't. What? Why would they be tiny squid? Not all his magic is squids.
Terrence was just saying he summons random.
Yeah, but not always. When he fixed your laptop, it didn't turn into a squid, did it?
Terrence deadpan looks at Cipher and he's like, your laptop runs on squid power now.
How the fuck am I gonna charge it? What?
Cipher, you've been charging it just fine, haven't you?
Terrence puts his head in one of his hands and just kind of stares at the table, and he's like, okay. We can guard against it. Cipher, you can access the street cams in the area around the trade-off spot.
How difficult? Boss?
I don't know, how difficult do you think it would be hacking into the
city cams? I don't know. If I've hacked into them before, which is something...
That's why I'm like...
You definitely have to look for, I have her name written down because I'm horrible at names. I was really upset that she died.
Sally?
Sally.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sally, yes. I almost said Stacy, and I was like, that's not right.
Triumph.
Ooh.
With 4 successes.
And 4 successes. You see everything.
Well, okay, so I'm into the council cameras. Which one do you want to be peering at?
See if you can get a perimeter up with like at least 6 cameras. You can do the multi-camera view on your laptop, right?
Cipher looks at Terrence. It's like, yes, I can do that. Of course I can do that.
I don't know how computers work.
I'm a genius.
Yes, you are.
There we go.
What in the heck are all those black squares? Rectangles.
They were cars originally.
It's a lot of cars.
Huh?
And, what are they now?
They are covered in moss and flowers and other kinds of plants and what have you.
Oh, so it's a weird industrial garden.
You don't really know they're cars. They've been completely covered, but yes. They took something that was a junkyard and turned it into something,
Interesting.
nicer, I guess.
Like a sunken shipwreck.
I guess. I mean, in the idea that they sink them for the local animals and that to try to use to create an artificial reef. In this case, it took rusting environmental hulks that were a problem and turned it into something better. The area is slightly magical, hence what it is, and also why it's called the Asphalt Devil Emporium. I mean, you can see that as well. You can see that the stacks of cars that have become very green and covered in plants. It's not like overrun. It's not like a place that's been derelict and, you know, Mother Nature is returning. It's definitely been organized this way.
Well, now that I got this up on my lappy, I'll keep it here so we can keep an eye out for anything suspicious like.
Sounds good.
We will be meeting them in the center, which is the Grove.
Alright.
Okay. You said we're not going for the actual meeting, right? You want us to just kind of hang out in the shadows and keep a lookout?
Oh no, you can hang on to that. You'll be guarding that. You'll be at the meeting.
Oh, good.
They'll be handing over the cred sticks, and you'll be handing over the
Maybe
the
you
item.
shouldn't hang on to it,
Be
Terry.
handing over the item that wants to eat my brain. Gotcha. I think I got a handle on it, so long as I don't actually touch the thing
Yeah,
again.
you don't think it's gonna take your brain over again?
Again, I don't think they're going to give us a problem. They have the money to cover this easily. But I would rather treat all illegal handoffs, and this is an illegal handoff.
Well, coming from someone who knows nothing about magic, I just saw one of my friends get taken over by some strange, weird artifact. And what if it doesn't want to get purchased?
Yeah.
Is it likely to take over to other people?
Has it been whispering in your brain?
It has not.
Cipher, are you worrying it's gonna take over the buyers?
Yeah.
If they're collectors of this kind of stuff, they probably are smart enough not to touch the damn thing. Is there more than one entrance to this garden, Cipher?
There's an entrance on the northwestern side and on the southern side.
Okay.
It looks like there might be a small itty-weedy gap in the wall on the northeastern side, and potentially easily accessible route on the north side.
Ooh! Terrence gets up and he picks up the case with him, and he's like, "I'll be right back. Don't panic." And he goes to the back room where Wren threw out the pizza box.
Don't panic is never a very reassuring phrase.
Oh, we're going to be the pizza delivery guys.
Yes, the pizza and evil artifact delivery guys.
They are expecting us.
Is it evil?
I don't know. If it's trying to send people's souls to weird alternate dimensions, it might be.
I guess we should be heading then.
Oh, is Terry ready?
Tenants!
Hang on!
He's doing something.
Damn it! You hear from the back
We'll
room.
do some cancel out.
Jesus. Terry, what is it with you and these rolls?
Oh, I really should be better at this stuff, but come on,
No.
man. These
But you know what? It's not the
dice.
dice. If I gave you a D20, you'd still be rolling a 1.
That's because the dice are cursed.
Oh, if you want to see cursed dice, you need to sit in on Eberron.
Yeah.
At least they all canceled out and he could just try
Yeah.
again. I mean, seriously. If something bad happened instead, that would be funny, but not
And
really
the house burns
productive.
down.
Alright. He's like, yes! Gosh, second time's the charm. And he comes back and he's got 2 cases. They look exactly the same.
Okay. One of those is a pizza box, is it?
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought one of those was supposed to be a pizza box.
And
Why
he-
didn't you make them both a pizza box?
No, they're not both pizza boxes. They're both the case.
Terrence hands Wren one of the cases.
This is the pizza box? Okay.
Yes.
Are we calling it Justin?
Justin. Case.
Justin You're quicker than your friend.
Who are you talking to?
Anyone except Cipher.
Oh. She's better at computers.
She's so much better at computers.
Extremely. So much better.
Oh, by the way, serious question. Does Cipher actually have the cat ear headphone set?
Yeah, she said earlier she was wearing them. I think, appropriately enough, mine may have been made by Kraken. I was just pointing out the coincidence.
Sponsorship would be pretty
If
cool.
anybody wants to sponsor us and you're not horrible human beings.
Alright. Terrence is kind of looking skeptically at the Impala and all of us. We're all not going to fit nicely in there.
Are you kidding? Have you seen the size of this car?
Well, yeah, but the back seat isn't good.
Are you sitting in the back seat?
No.
And what are you worried about?
Good point. Alright, kids. Into the back seat.
What?
Uh,
Yeah, lucky I'm small.
fine.
There's no windows back here.
Sure there are. Turn around.
Turn around.
And he starts it up, and it roars into life, big V8 engine, and he backs out and heads off.
This seat's really uncomfortable.
That's not.
They didn't make these things to be
That's not
comfortable.
that bad.
Terrence has just got the biggest smile on his face.
Wren's bored already. Are we there yet?
No, I'm tired.
Okay, so we're in the coolest car on the planet, and we're on the way.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, Sarah as the Banshee Marla, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Sirenscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Kritfayle production.
I didn't say I was going to follow her home from school or anything like that.
From school?
Oh, wait. Hang on. No, she doesn't go to school.
Not that you know of.
She's an adult.
The blooper reel starts early.
Are you following Wren home from school?
No, she's not. It's the kid that's doing the stalking. Oh, okay. That would be highly disturbing if you had.
Adam needed some context.
Yeah, context is important.
Adam, you're the only one. All of us are in a land where it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and everything is closed. You have to order the pizza.
Oh, you literally want me to re-up and order the pizza now?
You just ate lunch though, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just had lunch. It's only like 4 p.m.
I was just giving you shit.
It would
man,
not
no
feel
worries.
right ordering pizza at 4 p.m.
No. So 10:45 again.
It's
for the first
10:45.
time. But again.
For the first time, but again.
Officially.
For real this time.
Chilly.
Cypher's looking at her clock. I mean, her watch. She's carrying around
She's got a wall clock.
a wall clock in a backpack.
I can just imagine Aaron's face. He's just got it buried in his hands. He's not even looking at the screen anymore. He's like, I'm so done with these.
It's not intentional.
It's Adam.
Just happens. Okay, 10:45 for real.
Edit that out.
Yeah, thank you.
See, this is why you shouldn't drink instant coffee.
Well, to be fair, it is with that warm, smooth, elegant taste in your mouth that lasts.
With birch sugar and burning.
That was how you win sponsorship and lose it in like one sentence.
You can cut that bit out. Romeo's Pizza, if you ever hear this, we're sure you're great.
We're sorry.
We're sorry for the talking about you.
There'll be people turning up into their pizza place in wizard's clothes and
Wizard's clothes.
Run by like, what is it? Neo-technological fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Overrun with Cipher cosplayers.
Hey man, they're paying. They're buying pizza.
pizza and beer. I mean,
Yep. The owner's just going to be like, what the heck?
You haven't heard the podcast? What?
They called you out by name.
I thought they said they have
We get a
no
call
idea.
6 months from now. Sorry.
They just Googled Seattle pizza and beer delivery.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
It's
I've got
okay.
a pizza box. It's not really a pizza box. Let's go.